Hello Virgo, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for July 2025. We are using the Elder Futhark on maple wood and we're using the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. So let's get started with a card from the Sacred Forest. Let's get that put up here. Spirit Guardian of Spring, activation. So this is, obviously it's not spring. It's not spring anywhere. It's currently where I am. It's hot summer, and in the southern hemisphere, it's probably cold winter. So, it's not spring, and in the middle, it's whatever. But it's still, it's definitely not spring. But that doesn't matter for this card because it's your spring. So there is a sense of new beginnings, and as the card says, activation, and you are sort of stepping into that this month, Virgo. So there are things that you're doing that are brand new. There's a brightness to it. What wants to come out? What is the rune that wants to come out? So I'm drawing the runes. Oops. Why are you doing this? Oh, neat. Okay, so it is a challenge. It's definitely a challenge. You're ready for it. You're confident. I'm not going to spoil the whole thing before I'm just laying them down. Neat. Okay. Oh, neat. Okay, so this is the month. So July is going to be the month for you to start this, and this month is going to be all about starting whatever it is that you're beginning. We have, as a central issue, we have Thurisaz reversed. Thurisaz is the rune of the Thorn, the Giant, and the Gateway. It is the challenge rune, and it is reversed on the path line, right in the middle. So it's your central issue. It's reversed, which refers to a couple things. First of all, with Thurisaz, when Thurisaz is reversed, that refers to an extremely difficult challenge because you're going from an open door to a thorn wall. So it's one of those impossible challenges, but it's one of those impossible challenges that you are embracing. It's your challenge, and even if it is impossible, this is yours that you are going to take into your hands, and just it's going to be toothsome and good and all that excitement that this challenge could last me the rest of my life, and I love it. So that kind of thing. The other way that I'm going to read Thurisaz reversed is that there are some internal challenges for you. They're not as impossible. They're just a matter of you're going to be crossing some inner thresholds to work on this. Leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. Every rune in this spread is reversed, with the exception of Ivaz, which doesn't have a reversal, but that's fascinating. So you're definitely, this is like an inner process, I think, this month. I think this is going to be very much, I think a lot of the action, if people looked at you, I think a lot of the action that they would see is not anything, because a lot of what you're doing is going to be internal, which is neat. But you may also be doing some external stuff, which is reflected by the fact that it is actually, it's not something that's going to, by the end of the month, I don't think you're going to have much to show for what you're doing as far as just outwardly and physically, but that's fine because this is your challenge, and your life will have been very, very rich during this time. So leading up to this, we have Fehu reversed. Fehu is the rune of wealth and worth. This has to do with cattle. It's the cattle. It's the wealth that you tend. It's not necessarily money. And it's reversed on the path line. So leading up to this, we're looking at inner worth, inner self-esteem, confidence, whatever it is that whenever you take care of it internally is what makes you feel confident, and it gives your life an inner richness. And this looks like this month is going to be all about the inner richness. As you begin this thing, you're building that up. So you're embracing this challenge. It's an extremely difficult challenge, if not impossible, but that's fine with you because it's just like this. It's this mythic challenge that you're taking on. What's going to help you is we have Ivaz, which is the rune of the yew tree. This has to do with patience, slow growth, taking things step by step, moving between worlds, integrating those two worlds or more worlds, and integrating your part in them and their part in your life. So this is basically be patient with yourself, be patient with the process, be patient with it. This is, again, something that could last your whole life if you're going to work on it. So it's definitely going to be about patience and integration, and just taking things step by step. You know the road is long, but you know that you will get there. Like the road, what's the line that Blum has? Is the results may not be immediate, but they are certain. What isn't going to help you is we have Pertho reversed. Pertho is the rune of the lot box. This has to do with surprises and fate. Reversed, it refers to inner, and so that is, actually I'm going to read this a couple ways. Reversed, it refers to inner most of the time. You're confident right now. You're a little bit worried about what you're going to find out when you do this, because you may find, and it's not guaranteed, but you may find that you're going to learn something about yourself that you didn't expect, that maybe, I mean, it's not even necessarily negative. It's something that you didn't expect about yourself, and then it was always the case, because whatever's in the lot box was always in the lot box. So when that gets revealed, I mean, this is even hypothetical. So it's like, if that gets revealed, how are you going to deal with that? That might throw you off your purpose, is the one worry. The other worry is just straight up worries about an unpleasant surprise that's going to happen and it's going to throw you off. Either way, if that starts to drag you down, bring yourself back up to Ivaz, which is the rune of, patience and taking things step by step. And that's why you're doing that, because if something like this comes up, it will give you time to integrate it and work with it and all that. What this is all going to lead you to is, by the end of the month, you will have made a very good start. Your start will have been made. You can wrap up that chapter 1 or that introductory chapter, whichever one you want to consider this month. But it's basically, although reversed, it's the rune of the journey. It's reversed, which is, let's wrap up the journey. There may also be a sense of going inward with your journey and carrying this forward as the mythic levels of what you're doing. Absolutely. But yeah, you will have closed this chapter. The chapter of let's begin this will have been closed by the end of the month. So you will get through that and you'll just continue, I assume, moving forward. So that, Virgo, is your reading for July 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.